Welcome to All for One. You've all expressed interest in challenging yourselves to go beyond your comfort zone.
Seeing that person that changed so many lives, like incapable of like helping themselves. I
don't know, guys, I don't think it's gonna happen.
As a group, you will be given 4 tasks that increase in difficulty, and you will win or lose together.
Shut up.
I think I was the only one that was like hesitant.
Girl, like this is crazy. Like there's cameras around.
I'm just that bitch. Like I'm just down for everything.
Put your hands together and come up with a team name.
Oh, like this? Like this? What's the like first letter of everyone's name? Like, can we make a word out of that?
What was it, like Spicy 6 or something like that?
Oh yeah, spicy 6.
Okay.
Spicy 6.
Very spicy.
Love it.
1, 2, 3.
Spicy 6. Everyone must completely remove their makeup, one person at a time. When you're ready, step on the red X and begin.
My mind was racing. It was going like 1,000,000 miles a second.
I felt a little nervous since dealt with a lot of body image issues.
Okay.
Well, of course.
No problem.
Yeah.
Go.
Do we have something?
Just kidding.
Oh, oil cleanser.
Ooh, okay.
Makeup wipes.
Let's do it.
Very good for the skin.
I'm trying like a new mascara though, but it makes it look like I'm crying.
Oh, I
when
have
take
waterproof
it off.
mascara.
So I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take 2.
You know, going with no makeup is like one of those things that is hard. Like we all came in trying to look really good. And that was of course the first thing y'all did where it's just like right in the camera.
Oh God.
Oh my God, this is like the scene from Mulan.
But I just feel like my beat today is so good. So I'm like,
These beats look like
I did take the time. I used my good products,
my expensive
my good
products,
foundation.
you know, yeah. It's fine.
No,
It's
we're gonna
okay.
be cute, don't
I
worry.
know.
So I think I was okay with it. It was more so just making sure like the group was okay, because I feel like I can be a little bit like worried, and we're always worried about like what everyone's feeling together as a group. I feel like that's my personality, so.
I think we're okay. It's so shiny now. Okay.
Hi, beautiful.
Thank you for going first.
Thanks.
So I didn't really care. The only thing I had was lipstick and a little bit of like eyeliner. But yeah, I was open to that. That was okay. I like my skin. Yeah. Even when it has like imperfections. We're beautiful with it or without it.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
Like I'll be so real. Like
Thank
I
you.
get my eyebrows and like lashes like tinted because I'm always so like my fear that you always are like afraid of will happen like happened where like someone will be like take your makeup off and you're like I gotta like
Take me swimming on the first day.
yeah I mean like yeah
I'll take it off
so
for you. I'll take it off.
see some of the girls like, oh, like that's like not really kind of what I signed up for or whatever, but I could see them kind of change once everybody was like, we're good guys, we got this, like it's cool, this is easy.
Can you recognize me still?
yeah you look great.
Product of my eye.
So beautiful.
You look great.
I'll pull up to the party without makeup.
You know what?
Fresh
You know what?
face.
Hey, that's a vibe.
Where's my camera? Stepping out of our comfort zone.
Yes. 2025. It's my turn. Damn. Can I just admire this beat real quick?
I feel like it was pretty much right.
Damn, it took me like an hour. With some good music.
Especially to the fact that just our having to take off like a physical appearance is part of an emotional game for us, and the fact that like getting to do something that a lot of like traditionally like male identifying people don't have to worry about to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it's like we're judged on that, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Society really wants us to be perfect. And I think that when you see people who aren't fitting those standards, those people are more attracted to. Because I feel like they're kind of being rebellious to the standard of beauty, because I feel like beauty is not just one thing, it's multiple facets. You don't look at one flower and say, oh, that's the only flower that's beautiful. It's every flower is beautiful.
Okay.
Ta-da! I'm still gorgeous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So good.
Skin is glowing.
You are glowing.
Spicy 6! Hello.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Just can't.
Are you crying already?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It happens all the time. It's okay.
Whoa, time out. You said it happens all the time?
Yeah, like when I think about like my mom or like my dog or my cat that died or like my grandma.
Okay,
her
well,
hair.
I'm gonna stop you right there. It really sounds like you could use some therapy. Have you tried BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video? Talking to a therapist has been helpful in unpacking a ton of anxious thoughts. BetterHelp makes it easier to get started with a therapist. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. They carefully make sure therapists on the platform are well qualified, and their customer support team is there to help you if you have any questions.
Getting started is simple. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire, and you will match with a therapist in as little as a couple days.
If the therapist you get matched with isn't the right fit, no worries. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost.
Going to therapy is a sign of strength, not weakness. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/jubileemedia and get 10% off your first month of therapy.
Thanks to BetterHelp for supporting this channel. Now, let's get back to the video. Wait, can I borrow tissue before we head back? Thank you.
There's a tissue on it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Cry baby.
Why?
Your turn.
I can open it.
Yes.
It says everybody must cry. Use your words, real tears only.
How much time do you
I got
have?
you. Give me like 10 minutes.
What? I knew that that was gonna be hard for me for some reason, which is funny because like I actually am a crier. I think it was just like the setting felt like this is gonna be hard for me to like recreate this, you know what I mean?
I'm not usually the type of person to be emotionally vulnerable. It takes me time. It takes time to like crack this shell.
I'm gonna try to just like cry first.
I just got my heart broken, so.
Okay,
Easy
wait,
for me.
tell us about it.
8-year relationship, done. That's it.
8 years, what
Yeah.
happened?
I'm a cry girl.
You should.
Just emotionally not there.
Let it out.
We just grew apart. Let it out. I'm single for the first time in like 8 years.
But there's so much beauty in being single.
I know.
And by yourself.
It's just so like, hold on. I'm gonna laugh. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're going through the feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it out.
Do you feel like you learned a lot from that relationship?
Oh
that you-
yeah, what not to do.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was my whole 20s.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna turn 30 in like a couple months and I'm single in my 30s.
Now you know what you're looking for, and now you
Yeah.
know what you deserve as a woman and how you should be treated and all that stuff.
Okay, you're gonna
No,
cry.
I think we've all gone through breakups that sucked.
Can I hug you? It might help.
I can't. I literally have to, like, I can't. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I felt.
It's okay, it's okay.
I think losing a friend though is the hardest. Like friendship is like the most to me because I feel like that's like family. I had a really close friend with me and I loved her so much, but we definitely did. I'm trying not to ugly cry. So I'm holding it in because you start
Whatever
shaking.
feels
But like you just go through so much. You go through heartbreak, you go through family drama, you go through personal being a woman in this world, you go through just being a human in this world, and they just fill you up so much because they know you and they know how you operate. And then having to like grow apart, losing a friend is way more emotional for me than a man because I've gone through so many men. And I learned a lot from them and I'm grateful for them, but like, who do I go to after if I lost that friend, you know? I cry so much. Ask any of my friends. My mom tells me I'm weak all the time for crying, but I don't know, I feel like I'm very empathetic. Like all the stories the girls are saying, like I was literally sitting there crying because it's just so much that people go through with trauma and just like experiencing life.
So my mom, when I was in high school, she had a brain tumor and it was a glioblastoma, which usually the average is 6 months. But then she was on a vaccine trial and all these things and lasted until pretty much my last semester before college. I graduated early. She died when she was 60 and right after her birthday, and she went into hospice the week of my birthday. I remember like watching this person grieve early and like watching them go, and not only grieving my mom, but grieving someone that my dad's American, but she's Argentinian, and like seeing the grief of like my culture go. Like no longer would I hear like Spanish at home, and no longer would like she drink like mate when I got home, and like it was not just like watching someone like their brain leave their body, but like seeing that person that changed so many lives, like incapable of like helping themselves. I'm
thinking about my mom.
With her mother passing from cancer, that hit really hard. That's when I started crying.
Need it,
I'm
so
so sorry.
but-
This hits so close to home. My mom, she's from Indonesia. I'm half. When I was 4, my mom had thyroid cancer, stage 4. I don't remember anything. I just remember crying at the hospital, upset that my mom's not home. And my dad was just trying to figure out how to take care of me because he even works on the weekends. He's a workaholic. My dad's like 72 years old. I'm only 23. I'm the youngest of the three of us, and like my brothers had him for longer. He tells me he's okay, but I keep crying to him that he's not okay.
I be feeling that sometimes. Like my mom was very independent and stuff like that. So like she was trained to like not let people see her cry and act very strong. And she had 2 kids, like my brother and my sister are like a lot older than me. So she never let anybody see her cry. And she kind of instilled that into me and my sister. Like my mom has gotten accustomed to just like burying all that, you know what I mean? She'll apologize after crying to me. And I always thought that was so strange. I'm like, why are you apologizing for like expressing yourself? You know what I mean? Like you needed to get it out, and like who else is better to do that with than me? I didn't want to train myself to feel that, because I definitely like do feel good like after a really good cry.
I know like after my mom died and a lot of people in my family had passed like since then, a lot of my friends were like, you know, we feel like we can't come to you for these things because, you know, you have like this really hard or whatever. And like one of the best things I think my therapist said to me was like, hey, it's not a competition of like who has it like the worst or sad. Someone's gonna have something worse than you, someone's gonna have something better. But they said something that was like, whether you're drowning in a puddle or an ocean, like you're still drowning.
When everyone starts bringing up their mom and how much like they love their mom and closeness with their mom, that's what got me crying.
A lot of people describe grief as like a ball in a box, and like every time that ball hits a wall, like you feel grief immensely. But as time goes by, that ball shrinks, but every time it hits that wall, you feel the same amount that you did when the ball was taking up the whole box. Whenever I talk about my mom, I think always makes me feel that because I'm brought back to a time that I was crying regularly. And I think I kind of like bring myself back to that place and remind myself like, this is how I felt.
Life is hard. Life is hard as a woman, and I feel like I haven't cried enough. So I'm going to talk about something. I had an abortion in the last semester of college, and that was really tough because I was in a long-distance relationship at the time. It was hard not to have the person. It was hard not to have the person that like you are in that situation with you, and also them like processing it in a different way, because like it was a decision that was supported, but I think he viewed it as like, okay, you got the abortion, one and done. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm like, I'm mourning like something, like my body is changing at a rapid pace, and this is weird for me. I feel like I'm like grieving a part of myself that was before that experience, and it just sucked. It was really great like hearing everybody else like get really vulnerable and talk about their grief and like how we process that. So it made me feel a lot more comfortable with doing that.
With all the trauma that we have, there's a reason. And I know some trauma is very, very difficult, and I apologize for anyone who's gone through anything more extreme than what we're talking about. But I do feel like it allows us to be more human and to be able to have more empathy for others, because we go through things that make us more humble and more open to saying, wow, I've experienced that. The reson why we're all feeling so much empathy for each other, and we just met each other.
Yeah, can we?
I'm really bad at like
spicy six.
Hugging the tissue.
Oh, that was a dog.
Oh my God, happy birthday. It's your birthday?
It was.
Everyone's birthday's happening this year, so.
Happy belated birthday.
What if it's like astrology?
Everybody must strip naked.
Shut up.
You cannot cover yourself.
Shut up.
Everyone must then remain nude for 20 minutes.
No.
Shut up.
Okay, to what degree? I'll do it.
I'm down, but that's also
I
like
don't want to peer
forever.
pressure anybody though. I do go to the day spa a lot, so like that's like not really that big of a thing for me. But again, it was getting other girls past the barrier of like, we're all gonna be naked at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's like not that big of a deal. I didn't want to also feel like, oh, I'm game, like let's do it, if someone else wasn't, because I didn't want it to feel like a peer pressure thing. And I wanted everyone to genuinely feel like, yeah, I could do this, like that's not that big a deal, you know what I mean?
Who was one of them looked at me like, are you sure? Are you okay? Because we can stop them from doing this. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I felt a lot better.
I already feel emotionally naked with you guys.
Okay, so like I do modeling, so I have been naked in front of people.
Yeah, I have too.
Same. The thing is too, we're censored.
Yeah, we're censored.
It's like
wearing a bikini.
Okay, let's just do it. I've never done anything like that.
What is that show? naked and
People could Photoshop even if we have our clothes on. If people really wanted to like come at you, if you were wearing clothes, they could Photoshop you naked anyway.
True.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think we should set some like boundaries with what we're comfortable with. Like I'm fine with closing my eyes. I'm fine with like looking straight ahead as we're just like standing here.
Yeah, I feel like there's a freedom of being naked that we shouldn't close our eyes.
Also, we're all going to be naked, so it's not like one person's naked and the rest of us are just like have to be normal.
We're in this together. I am really comfortable with undressing around women.
I think the undressing part is probably the most awkward part about being naked in front of strangers.
All right, gents, let's leave.
I don't know. I'm starting from the top down.
The Apple Watch stays on. Everyone's consenting to the titties being ripped out.
Of course.
Yeah, we're
We don't see it anyway.
Oh my god, wait.
Everyone's motivating each other. Everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. It's the easiest one. It's fine. Like, it's just fat and cells and tissues. And I'm like, yeah, but you guys are all like smaller than me. I'm literally the biggest one in this freaking group. And that was really hard. But once the clothes came off, it was kind of fine. It was like easy because everyone was naked around me. So I was like, okay, it's fine.
No, I'm trying to like intentionally be as like messy and disgusting in my movements.
Hold on. I have so many layers. I'm like, I can't believe I'm naked.
Oh my god. Ow.
Is mine just bouncing? Is my
I didn't even see my toes. That's what I was like.
It was cool to see everyone like, we got it together and it was like we just kind of embraced it. And then as time went on, people were opening up.
Like I was taught from my family that like sex is supposed to be like free and like sex was like not a hang up in my family, you know what I mean? Like I was allowed to watch rated R movies and like if a sex scene came on, it's not a big deal. We'd be like, hey, how's the game today? Like, but I went through like a phase in high school where I was dating somebody and I got caught on my phone with like sending nude pictures and like the whole thing kind of flipped on its head and my family was like, maybe you were sharing, maybe we were a little too open with you because why are you doing stuff like this and you're not supposed to? And also I'm like a goody two shoes, so it was like completely something I would never do. And so after that, my personality and like things about my body like shifted a lot and I started to make myself feel really shamed about like womanhood and, you know, being like a woman and like being perceived like sexually, like first of all, like still to this day kind of annoys me, but it used to like scare the hell out of me to like someone would like perceive me sexually because I felt like you didn't have my permission to do that. And I had to like unteach myself how to do that.
For me, it's kind of hard because like I am the biggest person here, but like mine has been such a roller coaster. Like I had to shop at the mall in a long time, only because my mom used to shame me in the dressing rooms if I gained like weight. It's just like really we have to up a size again, like so loud in front of people. So that started with my mom, and then me, you know, at 18, 19, 20, trying to find love. So I joined this is crazy. Okay. So there's a community of people, men and women and other people. It's a fetish that they like to see people, and some like to get fed. So that's like, it's crazy. So that kind of mentally fucked me up because every time when I'm going on a date,
good relationship.
yeah, and then meeting these guys and they're just like, I want to feed you, and I'm like, I'm not into that. And then them dumping me, or when they see me, they're like, you're too skinny for me. And it's like, what do you mean I'm too skinny for you? And then I would go on Tinder and it's like, you're too fat. And then I got into a relationship for 8 years and it was great. He liked me how I am. But then I started getting into like fitness and then I lost 100 pounds and I was good. But then the man that I loved told me like, you're not gonna continue losing weight, right? Because like, I don't know if I could be attracted to you, you lost weight. So then that made me
I've never been like thin, I guess. Like by my family naturally, like the hips were like always larger and like I kind of like everyone growing up around me was very, very, very thin and tiny. A lot of times like in high school, I remember like one kid was like, you know, Julie, like I've never met an ugly blonde before until I met you. But like it like fucked me up and like I always was called like, because I did like I pitched like Sharpay in high school and like they were like, oh, I didn't know we had like a fat Sharpay and it was like a lot of like body shame.
Oh my God.
And my mom was always so great. But like I joined Weight Watchers at 16, but I also was diagnosed with the binge eating disorder when I was kind of in college and it, you know, it like really fucked me up and I just kind of was like, oh my God. And then it wasn't until like college and in adulthood I started doing things like immersive theater, like out of my comfort zone. Every body was like up and present and it was just a body. And I was like, where am I getting this idea that like this is bad or like not being a certain size and all these things? It was so free because there was only everyone else has like a little, you know, something going on. And I was like, we all are just like insecure and there's no reason.
No, for me, it stems a lot from My family is really religious. They're like strong Catholics, which makes me not as religious. It is like how pressured I feel.
Yeah.
So like growing up like that, it's just about just conservative. Just make sure you're covered up, but you have to still look pretty. But you can't be like too done up because then you're too into yourself. And then like, oh, but you can't like care too much about your appearance because then you need to think more about like yourself as your womanly duties. I think like modeling, helped me a lot with like, especially fashion shows when you're just like throwing shit on, You're just,
Men or women too, like you'll be changing in the same room and there's like no hang up about it because we're all just there to do work. You know what I mean? So
I don't think I would have been able to do it without these other girls. They were really inspiring and I really am grateful that they like influenced me in a positive way to like accept myself and like express who I am naturally. So
when I would go to pools and stuff in like middle and high school, like I would cover up because I was like, oh my God, my cellulite. Like I started getting cellulite in like kind of, especially in high school. And like I looked at photos and I was like mortified. I was like, oh my God, everyone sees that. I'm so disgusting. Like I felt like this like monstrous being. Like I was like, why can't I look like that? Or like watching TV and movies, and that kind of goes to the makeup conversation. I was like, how do they look so good without makeup? And like, you know, it like shaped all these things. And then I was like, why am I covering up? Like it took a long time. And then I was like, this is probably the hottest I will be, you know, and like life goes. And it's like the person that thinks you're hottest right now is you in 10 years. And it's like, I look at that and I'm like, why didn't I appreciate that then? And then it's like, you look 10 and it's like, because I love everything everyone had to say.
I think I'm kind of the opposite with I'm like, because I was diagnosed with chronic illness that affects my immune system and the way I eat. So I was anorexic in like junior high. So then in high school, like with your cellulite, but I was trying, like, I had a body of a boy. So I was mistaken as a boy for like so long. And then I wanted to like embrace more of my femininity. So then I'm like trying to like all the push-up bras and like all like the stuff that really just makes you more sexually just visible.
I think it's like really helped me become more comfortable in my body is realizing like this is the body that I'm gonna have until I die. Like I might as well not be miserable about it, like, and be more accepting and like do, you know, go to the gym and like make myself still like feel good and like healthy. But even now I feel like I still feel acutely aware of my body and how it looks and how I'm presenting it. Like I've had to like stop sucking in my stomach. Like throughout this I was like, wait, I'm sucking in right now. Like maybe let's not do that and let's be a little bit more loose and comfortable.
My relationship with my body has changed a lot and I'm in a place where I'm very comfortable with the body that I am living in. But, you know, in the past I have had like issues of body image and like I was finding myself in moments during the round where I was like being super acutely aware of like how my body looks and I was like sucking in or I was like fixing my posture like during the whole thing and I would have to check myself and be like, wait, let me not do that. Like let me just be comfortable right now.
Doing this has been really like very freeing. Honestly, like wait.
In 20 years, I'm gonna look back at this and be like, dang, your body was tight.
Remember when I was in that Jubilee video and my body was
Literally, I put on a Google Drive folder like for later.
Literally.
We did a good thing, guys.
I think you guys created a good experience and you have a good crew. The diversity of people you had in the room made it feel more comfortable.
How did you feel afterwards?
Sweaty and kind of free. Honestly, really free because I've been insecure all my life. And then I wasn't. For like 20 minutes, I was not insecure. So that was crazy.
Cool, thanks guys.
Hey, WWW.
Girl, give me the mic right now.
We gotta be more
Karaoke.
Oh God. Everybody must fart. Use the provided microphone. It must be heard by our production sound mixer.
Are you gonna give us like
I know, give us like...
That is not crazy.
We do have snacks.
I don't know if I
can.
Oh God.
I've always wanted to be like one of those people who could fart on command though.
Oh,
This is so much worse than I could have pictured. I think that it was just more shocking, I think, for that than it would be for getting naked. Because girls are very like private about that sort of thing, you know what I mean? We have like an inside joke that's like, girls don't poop and they don't fart either, you know what I mean?
Digestive systems, I think, need like 30 minutes. We gotta do something.
No, okay, let's start.
Oh, this is the real Squid Game.
Let me try popcorn.
I just feel
I'm so scared that like I'm gonna go up to that mic and then something wet's gonna come out.
I feel like, okay, so my colon is like too long for my body, and therefore like I'm either too gassy or lack thereof. I farted publicly in 3rd grade once in the game of Sparkle, and it was so traumatizing that I was like, well, that's it. Big fan of being a gassy gal.
I'm lactose intolerant. You should have brought like some cheese strings or something.
I know how to fart come in. That's
Dude, honestly, can I like lie on my belly? Do you guys ever do that? Like you lie on your belly and you like spread your cheeks.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that at home.
Shit I've thought, I never said out loud.
Down. We have 28 minutes.
Will it work?
That's what I'm saying.
20 minutes?
I feel like I have to wiggle it out. I'm not, it's like a really bad sign. Yes.
No, it's not. I had no fart in me, but we all were so determined and we looked silly.
Have you seen those videos when the babies when they like bicycle and they go
fart
and then
and like the
wait,
really quick.
Run.
you're gonna do it. Bicycle, bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
Yeah.
And then bring them into your chest and then forward.
Oh, like the baby thing?
Oh, that
the baby
might
thing?
work.
The baby thing.
But do it this way just in case it comes out.
No, don't fart into that one.
I think that actually might work.
The happy baby
Oh my God,
is like,
what's going on?
Unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm wearing a dress. But
This is crazy.
okay, wait.
I'm like just trying to think about the times when like, what do I do to fart?
Twerking?
I was gassy.
No.
Yesterday. Like yesterday, I was farting everywhere. I went shopping in the mall. I just toot, and I ran away.
Normally I'm just a gassy person, but then, yeah.
You know, people say like they get like poop shy or pee shy. Like it was something similar to that effect where it was like, I want to do this, but like my body was like, girl, like this is crazy. Like there's cameras around. Like,
Can I get the mic over here?
Hold on. I think I do.
One of the girls just farted.
That was a little far, a little too little here, you know, that's fine. I could have done it for everyone, honestly, I really could have.
once I saw the first girl go, I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like, you know, everyone's doing it the same thing too.
I feel like if you contort yourself, it works.
Maybe face the other way.
What are we doing?
I'm so serious.
No, face the other way. Face the other way.
You have to like
No, face the
happy
other
baby.
way.
You ready? You ready? You ready? You have to happy baby.
Did you get it?
Yeah! I'm a gassy gal. I'm a gassy gal.
Circles.
We're really trying to fart right now, guys. Okay. You try farting on command, jeez. I know this is too much, but I love gassing and I love farting because I think it's just so free. My mom raised me to like TMI, like she would walk around and she'd be like, hey, and she'll just fart next to me. It was like so normalized. And I think she'll be really disappointed in me. She's like, why didn't you just lift your leg more?
I'm trying.
Sometimes if you just lift your leg.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Hold on, maybe this one? Yeah, I think I'm pushing too hard. So 3 of us still need to fart, right? That's 3?
Four.
Four?
Only 2 went.
Oh.
I'm gonna just push really hard. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Happy baby?
Yes, happy baby.
And they're gonna put it to your chest, all your knees to your chest, and then extend your feet.
Do we believe in you?
We need to get a camera here. You see my face.
I don't think I could do it, guys.
Oh, I know what. I'm gonna swallow a bunch of air.
Oh, yeah. Will that make me fart?
That's such a good idea.
I don't know if it's going anywhere.
I was trying very hard. It didn't seem like I was trying very hard. I was clenching my core.
I'm trying that belly
I'm
work
feeling
thing.
so much
you gotta,
blood
like,
rush to my head.
Imagine it in there. Like imagine the air pockets moving through. Like I feel like we need to manifest. We have to manifest the fact that our colons, our intestines contain toxins and like other bio waste. That your air.
I might.
I'm so dead ass. It needs to push it through. So just.
The way that we're so happy.
I feel like I'm a tutor. I really am. The other part of me that's like super outgoing was like, this is fine. Like that's not that big of a hang up for me. But the other part of me was just like, would not let my body relax.
Yeah. Dude, belly. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
On your belly, just lay on your belly and just like let your weight
Even if you gotta go up a little bit, help it push out because you're pushing like externally. Even if you're kind of rolling a little bit.
Wait, what am I doing down here?
Suck in, let out, suck in, let out.
I've been trying.
I think I'm shy.
As long as it sounds
like
like
there's
people
watching.
I'm so upset that I cannot fart. I feel like we were all upset that we could not fart.
I was not able to do it, and I hate that I wasn't able to do it. The farting was hard. Oh, what if I get a hernia from this?
You probably will.
That's it.
Oh, you know, we did our best.
Good job for your bravery.
Good job.
game.
Did it.
Good job.
Good.
Chi-chi.
Good job. Good job.
You're the master.
Good job.
What are you gonna take away from this experience?
That I can do anything, honestly, and nothing can't hold me back anymore.
I was like, I'm gonna appreciate every time like I have to fart, you know, like, but like I think the biggest takeaway is like it's okay to like have feelings and express those feelings.
I would say that it's very easy to get closer with strangers than you would think so.
The hardest thing I did today was talking about my abortion in front of a bunch of strangers. I think just being like more open to letting people in is something that I've learned from this.
I think I'm gonna look more inwards on myself and not really pay attention to what others think about me. Like, as long as I feel confident and I feel happy with myself, I think that's all that matters.
Surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be worse, like I mentioned. I thought it was gonna be like women against women. There was a lot of love in the room just because of the way you guys casted everybody.
I finished my 20s doing this, and I'm gonna enter my 30s, and I don't know, I feel like a brand new person. I really do.
We all have experiences that made us who we are, and like cool to also see like other women on different comfort levels come together and like really just share our stories and like see how like we can all support each other without even knowing each other. And that's a beautiful thing. Like even without talking like certain things, we just like existed as human beings and we just like came together, so.
They didn't know me at all, but they still supported me greatly and didn't push my boundaries and accepted me for who I was.
I had a lot of fun. Like, this was super dope. I'm so grateful to have been a part of it.